and welcome to Tea in the Deep Blue Sea with me, Victoria. So today is a special video as it is the first in my new Species Spotlight monthly series. So every month I'm going to be covering a weird and wonderful animal and letting you know all about them. If you've got any animals you want me to cover, let me know down in the comments or head over to my Instagram. My link is in the description to take part in polls and other activities to help choose my next animal. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Cheers. This week's Species Spotlight will be featuring the Epaulette Shark, Hemiscyllium ocellatum from the family Hemistylidae, long-tailed carpet sharks. This is a particularly interesting shark species as they have the ability to walk on land. So, what do they look like? They are sandy brown in colour with a pattern of dark spots that provide camouflage against highly textured reef surfaces. They also have two large black spots surrounded by a white ring. These are behind each pectoral fin. The name Epaulette Shark comes from how these resemble military epaulettes. Eye spots, or ocellates, like these appear in many species including butterflies, birds, reptiles and other fish. It is thought that they can make the animal appear bigger and help to deflect attacks away from more vital parts of the body. Epaulette sharks have a flattened underside, allowing them to press into the seabed without leaving a shadow, and this provides stability on land. They also have a flexible spinal column, allowing movement in tight places. Their paddle-shaped fins are used for both swimming and walking. They have a short snout with electroreceptive barbels on the underside. They use this snout to turn over small rocks or burrow into the sand as they search for food. They hunt in very shallow intertidal pools and have many adaptations to allow them to do this. There they feed on worms, crabs, shrimps and small fish. The intertidal zone is a challenging habitat with extreme fluctuations in salinity, temperature and oxygen levels. It also offers rich feeding opportunities and safety from large marine predators. Epaulette sharks are fairly small on the grand scale of sharks. On average, they are around 70 to 90 centimetres in length, with the longest recorded being over a metre long, 107 centimetres. They inhabit shallow inshore waters and coral reefs throughout northern Australia and New Guinea. Epaulette sharks are oviparous, which means they reproduce by laying eggs. Fertilization is internal. While breeding, the male commonly grasps one of the female's pectoral fins or her body in the gill area in his mouth to stabilize the pair during the process. Most commonly, 2 eggs are produced from each breeding incident with 1 embryo in each egg. After the eggs are released into the water, a fibrous material on one side of the egg will commonly become entangled in corals or rocks and stabilise its location. Gestation is about 120 days but will vary depending on the ambient water temperature. The newborn pups are about 15 centimetres long and there is no parental care after the egg case is deposited. So they are currently listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List, however they are still facing threats. In Australia, these include the aquarium trade and bycatch, although this is a minimal pressure. And in New Guinea, these include overfishing, destructive fishing practices and habitat modifications, including damage and destruction of coral reefs from dynamite fishing and pollution. An interesting fact about the Epaulette shark is that they can walk on land, where they can last a few hours before needing to be back in the water. So, why is this the case? They often venture into pools and channels too narrow for swimming. They may be stranded by the tide. In these scenarios, they are able to walk or crawl across the rocks and sand back into the water. They do this by using coordinated movements of the paired pectoral and pelvic fins. To cope with the oxygen-depleted water at low tide or the lack of water, Epaulette sharks will shut down non-essential metabolic functions, reduce their heart rate and blood pressure and prioritise the supply of oxygen to the brain. For more marine facts like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for notifications to see when I post more videos. If you've learned something new in this video, why not give it a thumbs up? Thank you very much, that's all from me for now and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.